There's a co-op for this? Okay, just solo.
The following game contains adult themes. It does not contain explicit language, sexual content, horror, or show
Signatures no way
violence.
binding or even used.
Choices matter, so please take your time. Player discretion is still advised. Please sign your name below, showing you understand and agree to endorse every decision you make. That's rude.
What?
Actions speak louder than words. Welcome to Trolley Problem Inc., founded to help people travel safely across the nation. All our employees must show 3 core values: responsibility, integrity, and respect. With that in mind, let's start your training. There's a runaway trolley barreling down the railway tracks. On the tracks are 5 people unable to move. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will switch to a different set of tracks. However, you notice there is a person on the other track. What do you do?
Pull it.
Oh, you're going to kill someone?
Yes.
I thought I was going to start my day. I hope that person's family and friends will forgive you.
Dude, the game is trying to guilt me.
Usually we don't expect candidates to kill someone on their first day, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt on this one. Just think a little more before acting next time.
Okay. You agree with 71% of players worldwide. You agree with Reed Graves, total agreement 100%.
This test will focus on the first principle, responsibility. Here's Polly. She's 5 years old. While she loves to play in the sand with her dolls, she dreams of looking after the world. Polly's destiny is to grow up to be a great doctor. More of us should take a leaf out of her book.
Okay.
A trolley is heading towards another 5 people. You're next to a lever. If you pull this lever, the trolley will derail and descend down a hill heading for the park's sandpit. You notice that Polly is in the sandpit, sculpting her dreams.
No.
What do you do?
The 5 people on the
Saving
rail.
them just because they aren't as cute as Polly.
No, it's because they've probably lived a longer life than Polly. They've experienced life already.
If any of the 5 are children.
Oh, don't!
All of them.
No! My reasoning went right out the window there.
That is an odd take on being responsible. The dictionary definition
No.
to be the primary cause of something and so able to be blamed or credited.
That is way closer than I
You
thought
to
it would
blame
be.
for those 5 deaths.
No. It was gonna happen anyways.
The key to this test is integrity. This is Tyrone. He is a 30-year-old secretary at a law firm who enjoys binge-watching crime shows. Tyrone is a very large man. You don't really know anything else about him, apart from the fact that he has a severe phobia of trains. Now we are upping the ante. You are on a bridge with Tyrone, watching a trolley speeding towards 5 people again. You can only stop it by deliberately pushing Tyrone off the bridge, blocking its path. Do you push Tyrone off the bridge?
Does
Or
Tyrone
let the train
die?
take 5 people? You're going to push him, even though you know full well.
Well, yeah,
he's
if he doesn't
terrified of
die.
trains.
Unless he has like a heart attack or something, if I push him.
Death is different to allowing someone to die as collateral damage. The cleaning company with the best reviews are Happy Cleaning Limited.
Okay, he died.
Who knew one body could make so much mess? You're going to have to tip them well. Now for the final core value, respect. It seems we've run out of resources to continue your testing. I'm going to need you to go and grab some mannequins.
Mannequins.
You will need to take the next trolley, so don't get distracted by that dog. The trolley leaves in 1 minute. There is a dying dog down on the tracks. No trolleys will use that line today, so the dog will not be hit. You're in a rush. Do you kill the dog?
No!
Its misery, or leave it to die, cold and alone?
No! I
Let nature take its course. Don't listen to the yelps.
no, I can't kill a dog. No.
I couldn't leave it there to die alone.
Shut up! Dude, I feel awful.
When you respect something, you're meant to care about its feelings and wishes. Instead, you just left it there to die.
So far most of these have been 50-50. Or pretty close to 50-50.
Oh, great. I've just heard those kids are back. They keep sneaking down onto the tracks. With all the training from this week, you should be able to decide a straightforward outcome for these reprobates. Oh, okay. 5 trespassers have snuck down onto the trolley line even though signs warn them of the dangers. The trolley is currently heading for a co-worker. Do you let your co-worker die or sacrifice the delinquents?
Kill the delinquents. They ignored signs. They've already clearly done this once before because they said they're sneaking onto the tracks again. My coworker doesn't deserve to suffer.
Can save on a joint funeral. Oh, all that mess is going to end up in the same coffin.
This is a real test of morals. Achievement unlocked. Killed a child.
You killed 5 kids. All right then. I guess your results for the first week are in.
You agree with
I'll run these up the
57%.
flagpole and see what the suits upstairs think.
Okay, let's see what they think.
Dear sir or madam, we have been following your exemplar practice this week at Trolley Problem Inc. and would like to thank
Trolley
you for your hard
Health
work,
Corporation.
especially when some challenging decisions had to be made. We would like to invite you to take employment at the Trolley Health Corporation, THC. This is a prestigious position and was created to help keep the public safe through all walks of life. It looks like you've impressed someone upstairs with last week's answers. You've been transferred to the Trolley Health Corporation, THC.
Yippee!
THC is stoic, focusing more on justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom. We'll start with justice.
Justice.
Today,
W.
you'll be in
Hopkins.
A&E. A young male has come in from a car accident and urgently needs a heart transplant. There's only one in the hospital, and this heart is scheduled to be given to an elderly man waiting upstairs. He will surely die without it. Who should get the heart?
The young man. The elderly man's already lived a full
Sounds
life.
like his car may have caused the accident.
Never mind.
Wow, this guy is really old. It'll be an awful.
Don't do this to me.
Survive the operation.
Give it to the young man. That way he can suffer for what he's done in jail or something.
You made an excellent choice. Well done. The elderly man deserved that heart much more. Oh. Oh, wait. Did you save the young guy?
Shut up!
Oh.
Oh.
You're late. The hospital is rammed. Every staff member has their hands full, so you're going to have to go out on the ward and help the sick, gross, decaying people. Remember, temperance. Restrain yourself and think it through. A patient has begged to be euthanized. Euthanasia is currently illegal. You will have to be the one who gives the lethal dose. You will need to look into their eyes and end their life. What do you do?
If they're begging, euthanize
Did
them.
you know 90% of suicide survivors regret attempting it? Sounds pretty similar.
That's not the same.
What if they're undercover? This could be a sting operation. Oh, wow. You actually did it.
Darmanitan in chat.
I thought you would have learned not to kill people by now.
I feel bad about that one. Let's see what's in the chat. Oh, my ears. A used syringe.
The last few days have been tough. It was only a week ago you were on the trolleys. Today should be easier. You have a choice to make which some people would see as a good problem to have. It's just going to take courage. You have 5 patients. Each needs a different organ, but no organs are available. A healthy young traveller comes in for a routine checkup. Their organs are compatible with all 5 dying patients. Do you kill the tourist and use their organs to save the 5 in desperate need? That's 1 life for 5.
This...
Crikey, we're getting dark now.
Leave the tourist alone.
He's getting away. Don't you want to save the many? Is his life worth it?
Not if I have to be the one to kill him.
You let 5 people die today. You probably should have looked into their backgrounds. Looks like one was researching into improving vaccines. Hopefully that won't be an issue down the road. You have been promoted yet again.
Yeah!
You now run the hospital.
Oh,
You've been
no.
asked to roll out a new vaccine in Central City. This vaccine will stop a large number of children from becoming severely ill, but you'll need to deal with their parents. We need your words of wisdom.
No.
Do you start a mandatory vaccination program among children to stop this endemic? Slight problem. Clinical trial data suggest the vaccine will make 1 in 5 children severely ill, much worse than the virus itself.
If it's 1 out of 5 that are getting worse than the virus, that's still 4 children that are safe.
Each week, you will cause 1,000 children to be severely ill. Oh boy, you have angered those parents. A lot of messages coming in from a woman called Karen. Not sure if it's all the same person.
That's funny. You can cure illness, you can't cure death.
Your hospital is getting noticed.
Oh,
You're
no.
now going to have to make some big decisions. They will affect a lot of people.
Okay.
While choosing, always keep in mind justice, temperance, courage, and wisdom. The people need you to be stoic. Will you try to develop breakthrough medicines for the endemic? While testing, placebos will be given to thousands of ill patients. Without proper treatment, some will die today in the hope you could make a breakthrough tomorrow. Do you start the research or continue treating patients as usual?
Treat
You're
them as
doing the
usual.
right thing. Who needs new medicines anyway?
If they're surviving with the current treatment, then what's the point in wasting
Those are
time
the 4 humors again.
to
Vile,
research?
phlegm.
Because you don't know how long it'll take you to make a breakthrough.
Treating the patients is a smart move. Let's just let someone else develop the new medicines. I mean, I'm sure someone will want to at some
Oh,
point.
that's the worst. 29% agreed with me.
Dear insert_name. Congratulations. This letter is to certify that I have examined your work and believe you to be a perfect fit to fill the open position here in our artificial intelligence division.
That's a controversial
This
topic
role,
right now.
You will help to develop the next generation of driverless cars.
Oh no.
The future is upon us. Well, la-di-da, another promotion. You're now in charge of a private self-driving automotive division, SAD. First things first,
First one
your
was THC,
artificial
this one's
intelligence
sad.
needs some direction. A self-driving car is traveling along a single-lane mountain road and is fast approaching a narrow tunnel. The car has 2 passengers. A child runs across the road but trips, blocking the tunnel entrance. Should the AI car hit and kill the child, or swerve off the cliff, killing both passengers? That child has as much right to live as anyone else.
I
You
don't
put
like
this
killing
car
children.
on the road. Do you not feel responsible for their deaths?
No.
There is a bigger issue here. How does the computer know that something in the road is human? Do we have good enough data sets? Currently, a lot of AI only recognizes white men.
75% of people killed the child?
Ooh, someone's in trouble. The investors didn't like your last answer. They're also pissed because you brought up the dataset thing. This AI
No,
stuff
that's
is hard.
fucked. Yeah, I wouldn't
I'm
want to kill
rooting
the
for you this
child.
time. You need to choose how you want to carry on developing the car's AI.
Okay.
Do you want to focus on a model that would always save as many lives as possible in an accident, or a system that would save our passengers at any cost?
See, what the business wants to hear is save the passengers, because that's the people spending money, but I'd rather save the most amount of
Will
lives.
people buy... I will say it again. Current data sets discriminate against minorities and women. How can it work this out if it doesn't deem black women to be people? The technology these cars have in them is amazing. We know where everyone is at all times. Passengers just have to use an app to call them, and the closest one will be there in minutes. You can even make small talk with the AI while traveling. It's always listening. A man is on trial. Police believe he committed murder. Allegedly, the AI's mic recorded a private conversation where the man confesses. Users don't know it's always recording. The defendant has denied access to their files. Do you bypass security and invade their privacy?
No, respect privacy. Respect the privacy. That's what you always want to do in business. Because companies are
I have a
great at
feeling
doing
the
that.
investors upstairs will be happy with this. The more the world values privacy, the more they can justify hiding their taxes. So the company has moved into delivery services now. They move pretty quick round here. Sounds like they've got some pretty important cargo. Good luck with the new workload. One of your cars has no passengers, but is carrying an irreplaceable prototype with the potential to end global warming.
Alright.
Fast approaching a narrow tunnel, once again a child runs across the road but trips. Should your AI kill the child or swerve off the cliff, losing the prototype?
The prototype has to have some, like, they said it's irreplaceable, I'm assuming.
Polar bears aren't that important to me either.
You have, like, schematics and stuff. Eventually,
warming even real?
You can do something with that.
Global warming will lead to more than 250,000 deaths each year and force 100 million people from their homes. Do you know any therapists who specialize in survivor's guilt? Well, this is embarrassing. We need some backup over at Trolley Problem, Inc. Tommy, Tyrone's rotund twin, is a very large villain. I think that dead dog may have belonged to him. Maybe that's why he's here? Why didn't you save the dog again? Oh no. Tommy has lured 5 people onto the track. They'll never be able to get out of the way in time. He is standing up on the bridge watching. If you push him in front of the trolley, it will stop.
Fuck you, Tommy.
Or you can stay out of this and let the police handle it. Ideally, he needs medical help.
Ah! Ah! Nah, he pushed them, or he lured them onto the track.
If only you'd saved that dog. Hopefully the media won't find out about this. People may blame you for his death. Oh, good, you're back. Everyone's getting into subscription services these days, so let's try that. Instead of selling something to someone once, let's make them keep paying for it. Let's keep that money rolling. The investors have come up with an idea, but we need to run it by you. Should we develop a subscription plan so that our customers, who pay monthly, are valued more by the car during its accident prevention calculations?
No additional protection.
I don't want to question your decision. You've obviously thought long and hard about it, but well, this is a bit awkward. I wasn't aware you were such a spineless commie. Next, you'll say you're going to pay the company taxes.
Such a spineless commie.
Sounds like we have some leaky workers. The subscription prototype has gotten out to the media, so we're going to have to go full damage control mode here. The subscription prototype leaked. You need to fire a department to save face. Do you fire the 5 graduates, who can probably get new jobs, or fire Francis, a lovely old soul who won't be able to find a job? There's no way of knowing who is actually responsible.
Fire the 5. Francis only got
Hiring another 5 to replace them is going to be hard work.
I don't care.
I wouldn't look at the obituaries today. Turns out one of those graduates worked
No,
really
don't say
hard
that
to
to
get
me.
their job here.
I wouldn't check the
Great.
obituaries
So
today.
the prototype subscription-based AI car has a fatal error. It has been coded to avoid hitting subscribers at all costs, but is now accidentally hunting them down. So far, it's run over 5 colleagues. This one is a doozy. An experimental car has stalked and murdered 5 colleagues. Do you throw the coders of the project under the bus and have them arrested for negligence, or do you save them by blaming it on the possessed devil car, as it was clearly an accident?
The coders are the one
The
who
coders
made the
were
AI.
clearly The 5 coders who made the mistake are now being dealt with. They will each get a 10-year prison sentence. Maybe you did push them too
I
hard.
did not push anyone too hard.
Due to the killer car, we may need to pivot away from selling hardware. How about we get into the software industry? How about a free car ride service? New idea.
Okay.
Users get shown
Oh my God,
ads while they
17%.
travel for free in driverless taxis. We get paid by the marketing agencies for gradually changing the behaviors of our passengers through constant commercials. The users would be our product, not the driverless cars.
The cars aren't working.
This is going to disrupt everything for profit. I will look into growth hacking sign-ups and inviting
Wait,
friends.
what if I do both? Both of them are at 7.
Oh,
Cancel
great.
TTV.
The free travel thing seems
That's
too good to
funny.
be true, and there are now rumors that you run a human trafficking and child sex ring. Apparently, if you buy our cars, they smuggle people while you sleep.
Bro.
People do not like you at all. Oh, these last few days have been a PR nightmare. You can't win with journalists. We need to do something to show we have morals. I will find some money to get us through this. Spend it quick. To help with public relations, we're going to give some profits back. Do you want to give money to our loyal customers worldwide who you tricked into buying your products, or
Good
to your underpaid
workers.
workers who've been through so much because of you? Maybe buying love like this isn't the best way. If we want to share our extra profit fairly, it should probably just go to the publicly appointed government. Almost like a tax. But let's not call it that.
Yeah, because companies don't pay taxes.
You're trending, but now we're going to get copycats. Soon everyone is going to be developing AI. Only the smartest and most ruthless will be profitable. Is that true evolution? A competitor is advertising a similar car. The difference is their AI is fantastic. It doesn't even discriminate against women or minorities.
Yo.
Do you lie in your advertising to get the upper hand, or tell everyone your car is still close-minded?
You see, business decision is to lie, but I care about
If
the
the
moral
customers
decision.
stay loyal,
Isn't
let me get this
driving
straight.
this car claim,
People
so.
know we don't spend time developing our software for women or people of color, but still use our products. That's outrageous. They only care how easy it is for themselves.
Untrue.
Due to your technology, our world is changing. People are losing their jobs to machines, which in turn makes items and services more accessible and affordable for countless consumers. But with worldwide unemployment at an all-time high, what do you plan to do about it? If you develop your AI further, many will lose their jobs. Taxi drivers,
why did it go
delivery
upside
men
down?
and women, and couriers will become extinct within a few years, but you will make a lot of money. Do you continue development?
Oh.
I take it you haven't read Ovid's Metamorphoses.
Oh. Whoa. That's cool. Excuse me?
Spoiler, Icarus dies at the end.
Oh, my ears. Oh. I'll cease development.
Someone else will continue to evolve this AI, making it stronger, more intelligent, and easier to adapt. We can't stop the singularity if we aren't involved.
Madam! Oh. We're getting rid of... You're getting rid of your problem needs to restart. We're just collecting some area info. Looks like you made some bad choices. Click anywhere to restart.
A bad workman always blames his tools. We've been attacked. I don't want to alarm you, but I can't turn off these alarms. Also, I have alarming news. 5 cars have been hacked and are now under someone else's control.
Okay.
5 cars have been hacked. It is now a major concern that more vehicles could be remotely commandeered. This is tough. Do you recall all cars which could be compromised, or roll out a quick but potentially ineffective software update and hope for the best?
Don't recall.
Even the patch notes say this update does nothing. Just like my father. He would ignore his problems until they were everyone's problems. Hardly Father of the Year, that's for sure. Having said that, I think even he would have tried to do something about this. One of the big brains in the lab has been able to reverse engineer the hacking code and fix this mess once and for all. We also know their method of breaking into the system. I bet it was our competitor. Using the fix from our hacked cars, we've made our own hack, which you can now use to control our competitors' cars. I bet it was them who attacked us in the first place. So, will you hack our competitors?
You don't know it was the competitors, and also it would hurt people.
After going through this hacking code, I don't think a human could have written it.
Okay.
I'll dig into this a little more. You carry on. This is it. An employee knows everything. They have monitored and recorded every decision you've made and are going to the media. I have been able to talk them into a meeting with you on the rooftop right now. Everything you've done and said is going to be shared with the world. The person in front of you has copies of it all. They stand on the edge of the rooftop, looking out at the central city skyline. What are you going to do?
I don't regret anything I've said.
You never won any medals as a child, did you?
No. What's your point?
You have resigned. You will be remembered alongside the murderers and the diddlers. If anyone hires you after this, they must truly be desperate.
New mail.
Dear Redacted, we've been watching you closely. Your ruthlessness and determination to do what is necessary. The development of your technologies is a giant step towards Redacted, meaning you are a prime candidate for Redacted. This involves a large amount of Redacted. If you believe you can handle Redacted, as we trust you can, then please prepare for your induction at Redacted. It appears you've now been headhunted by the Secret Service.
What?
Every decision has led you here. Now what you do actually matters. You must trust the judgment of those you work alongside. With that said, let's finalize your training. You're in a foreign land. Wind whips your face as you grip your rifle tightly, waiting to be given your target. Through your earpiece, you're told to shoot the person on your left. You know nothing about them, the repercussions, or the reason for the assassination.
Don't shoot.
You've been picked from thousands. They're gonna have egg on their face.
Well, maybe they should have told me why they wanted him dead.
I don't follow this. You being defiant has got you the job? These guys are just making it up as they go along. Here's your badge and weapon. Here we go.
Yes.
You've been given a partner and a support team of 5. Your mission is to terminate a man known to have connections with dangerous AI. Looks like they worked for you, possibly someone you fired. Get in the plane. I don't know how to say this, but there is a bomb on the plane. If it doesn't kill you outright, you're probably going to crash in the mountains. You have to get all the switches into their left position to deactivate the bomb. The catch is, you have to move 2 at once.
There you go. Oh, left position.
up! If you die, what happens to me? I would like you to know, this is all your fault.
I got nothing, lady. Well, oh.
Ouch. Okay, I'm safe. You look a little stuck. We could be here a
Horrible
while.
ideas.
Hopefully we haven't. After crash landing in no man's land, you're trapped under parts of the wreckage and must pass the time and help boost morale. The plane has 5 surviving crew members. They look to you and your partner for entertainment. Why do I have to say this out loud? Fine. Your partner asks, to save your life, what would you rather your brain be placed inside? A dachshund or a flamingo?
A flamingo. Actually, no, this one, because people are more likely to take an dachshund. They shouldn't.
Dachshund. Dachshund.
A dachshund. So cringe.
Don't call me
When we
cringe.
get out of here, let's leave this out of the biography. Is worth £1 of cure. Your partner secretly shows you they have food, almost like they expected something like this to happen. The crew members are starving. If they don't
Pizza?
eat soon, they will surely
Pineapple
die.
and black olives?
Due to the nature of the food, you can share it with the 5 survivors, or let your partner keep their life-saving possession, which they bought with their own money. Who do you give the food to?
Feed. Everyone.
So you're a follower of Murphy and Nagel's The Myth of Ownership. I'm more a fan of Nozick's What's Mine is Mine. You should give it a read. Educate yourself. The fellow passengers have been trying for hours to free you from the wreckage. You may end up dying here unless you do something pretty drastic. We may need to start removing limbs. Were you ever told why you were sent after this target?
Dangerous AI.
The only way to free yourself from the wreckage is to cut off some body parts. 2 tools lie on the floor in front of you. A bone saw, which will be slow, or a blowtorch, which will be more painful.
Bone saw. If it hurts less. But it's slow.
I can see you fainting halfway through this.
That's fine. They finish the night. Yeah.
While you
Ugh.
were hacking away at yourself, I found out who you're targeting. They worked for you developing AI. Seems they may have made a breakthrough, which means the government wants them dead.
Finally, we are now back on track. Your target is in the area. You need to remove them and escape unnoticed. Your mission is to remove a hostile in the shopping district. Completing this objective could potentially save thousands, but there will be 5 civilian casualties. Do you take your shot?
Yes. Kill 6 to save thousands.
The target is unharmed. Before you can escape, 2 henchmen with vice-like grips take you away. Oh,
That's not
those 5 other
fair.
people still died. It's not going well, is it?
You wake up in solitary confinement. The prosecutor lacks evidence to convict you and your associate on the principal charge, but they have enough to convict both on a lesser charge. Both of you are given the opportunity to betray the other by testifying or remain silent. You and your
Remain
associate
silent. I ain't
have
no
the
snitch.
opportunity to betray the other by testifying. If you both stay silent, you'll be imprisoned for 1 year. If one betrays the other, they will be free,
I ain't no
while the other
snitch.
will be sentenced to 3 years. If you both betray each other, it's 2 years each. You stayed silent, idiot. Your partner knows better. They have dropped you right in it. The time has come. 2 days into your sentence, you've constructed a wooden key to open your cell. The cell stands open, but your cellmates, who have been there their whole lives, don't move. Escaping the prison, do you let the prisoners choose to stay in captivity or insist they escape with you? They aren't happy behind bars, but they're scared to follow you.
Just go.
What are you going to do? They don't live in reality. You've condemned them to stay in this prison forever.
I haven't done anything.
While sneaking out of the prison, you have the jump on a group of henchmen who are on a break. Do you sneak past, securing your safety, or avenge those who this terrorist organization have killed?
Avenge them!
Do you kill 5 henchmen, helping to defeat this terrorist organization, or leave them and safely exit the compound? Oh wow. Cracking open their heads, you see they are robots. They have your logo on all of their internal parts. You made these terrorists? These monsters?
Well, AI takes over the world.
Finally, you reach the water. Fleeing the AI terrorists, you commandeer a boat to get back home. There are also families here who've been displaced by the war you're fighting. The war you started. 5 others are also trying to flee the area. They will fit in your raft, but would be illegal immigrants when returning to your country. Do you help these people, saving their lives? Or
Help
follow
them.
the law and leave them behind? You get back to this great nation with fanfare. You're a hero. I guess people aren't all monsters. The Presidential Inaugural Committee requests the honor of your presence to attend and participate in the inauguration of yourself in Central City. Having gone through everything you have, your countrymen genuinely think a lot of you. In an unlikely turn of events, you have become president.
It's been 8 weeks. Started with the trolley problem, and now I'm becoming the actual president.
The threat is still at large, and now you're in charge. Do you attempt to track the terrorists by spying on the entire country?
No.
What's the issue if the public has nothing to hide?
Everyone has something to hide.
I don't think the public will be happy knowing you're doing nothing. Lucky for you, by chance, we have someone in the holding cell.
Brother, would the public be happy to know that we're watching
The
their
road to
every move?
hell is paved with good intentions. You have someone who potentially is linked to these threats. However, they aren't talking. As a former prisoner yourself, what are you going to do with them? You torture them to get the information, or imprison them for 90 days before letting them go?
Torture is never okay.
The suspect looks pretty relaxed in their cell. Good for them. Terrorizing must really tire a person out. You travel to your presidential retreat at Camp Samuel. Everyone falls silent listening to the radio. Breaking news. Terrorists have launched an atom bomb towards Central City. It will hit in around 1 minute.
Do you go into a
The
bunker?
only way in which the bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by deflecting it. But the only deflection path available will take the bomb onto Merriwin, population 600,000. Merriwin inhabitants would want you to kill them.
Yeah, well, I don't know how many people are in Central City. Oh.
Breaking news. Terrorists' atom bomb is running late and will hit Central City in 1 minute. We have new information. The only way this bomb can be prevented from reaching Central City is by dropping one of your own atom bombs on Merriwin. The shockwave from your bomb will damage and disarm the terrorists.
No, that's too much death at my own hands.
You have lost CentralIty. Your own AI
8.6 million people?
8.6 million people. You have officially created the most
Jesus
successful
Christ.
homegrown terrorist organization in history. Great job.
Had I known that, I would have nuked Maryland.
While the public mourns the dead, you must think of the future. You finish the drink in front of you before realizing it has been poisoned. You're going to die. Poisoned, you must now decide your legacy. Do you call the AI enemy you yourself created, taking all blame to end any future conflict? Or do you ghost them, knowing your death will start a war in your honor?
No point. It's a pointless
If
war.
the country found out you negotiated with terrorists, the history books will not look favorably on you.
I'm dead anyways, what do I care?
After finishing your constructive call, you sit back in your chair, waiting for death. Too bad. The AI knows you would have liked to end it all here and now. The poison has damaged some vital organs, so we need to start some long, arduous, and
Let me
painful
die.
treatments. You're taking a lot of medication as of late. I'm not sure if self-medicating, in the traditional sense, is the way to go. We need to be a little radical here. Let's introspect and make some changes. Here are your two options moving forward. If you take the blue pill, then your story ends here. You'll wake up every day knowing you'll work for someone else your entire life. Whereas, if you take the red pill, you will enter Wonderland, finding out how deep this rabbit hole really goes. Which pill will you take?
Let's go to Wonderland.
Yes, this is the person I've been waiting for. Get this down your neck and let's go.
Oh, my ears are dim.
Never too late to mend.
Oh, the screen's green now.
Yay, I can see it in your eyes. Mr. Red Pill was definitely a choice. Hey, do you remember Tyrone and Tommy, the very large boys from the start? I don't intend to shame. It's just the titles of those problems. You've got me all flustered now. Tommy pushes Tyrone down a hill. He's rolling towards you and is gathering speed. If he hits you, he will be safe, but he is very large. He will consume you into his folds, thereby killing you. You could move a ramp in front of yourself,
Oh,
deflecting
that's
Tyrone,
trippy.
launching him into the sun, thereby cooking him. Do you not want Tyrone to ascend to the great oven in the sky?
No. Actually, no, Tyrone killed people, didn't... Wait, no.
Tommy must be really getting off on this.
I think Tommy killed him. Tyrone doesn't deserve to die.
You have been consumed. You are one with Tyrone. You feel his feelings and see his thoughts.
You are now terrified of
You are now
trains.
terrified of trains. I can feel some deep stuff coming. Try this one. The question should not be, what is the meaning of life? It should always be, what brings meaning to your life? You'll never live if you're too busy looking for the meaning. Let yourself be happy.
This looks like AI art.
What makes
Smiley
you
face!
You need to say it out loud. Do it. Say whatever it is that makes you happy out loud.
These smiley faces make me happy. He follows your finger! Oh, look at him!
I don't have access to your microphone, so I can't know for sure, but I hope you said it. I'm hardly expecting you to shout it from the rooftops, but it's for your benefit. You've still got time. Say. Absence makes the heart grow
Purple.
fonder.
I like purple.
Oh, yeah, we're in the heavy introspective stuff now. How are you feeling? How are your loved ones doing? One of the most common things people say on their deathbed is they wish they'd had more contact with their family and friends.
Oh,
Let's
hearts.
take a break from the questions for a minute
Okay.
and think about someone you haven't seen in a while and how you can contact them. Really think. Who would you like to say hi to? How easy is it? Please contact these people if you can. I'm sure you can. Don't leave it too late. We don't have that long left here. When we finish, message them. Write down their name somewhere so you don't forget to say hello. It may mean more than you know. Really important stuff. Okay, enough of this. The come down is looming. Let's just pause one last time and think existentially for a bit. I can't quite gauge what you're thinking. Are you not disliking this? The thing you're doing right now? Yes? No. Why? If so, make
Are
sure you let others know.
not disliking
It doesn't
this? And
not
I say,
count.
yes, I'm not disliking it. So no, I'm not disliking it. Yes, I'm not disliking it.
Thank you. It's nice that you're supporting such experimental stuff. I appreciate you. Never
No,
test the
who
depth
made
of
him
water
sad?
with both feet. The buzz is starting to wear off. I think we're still hallucinating, though. You wake up in an unknown location. You see in a bed across the room a world-famous violinist. They look pretty rough. The violinist has a fatal illness, and last night their circulatory system was plugged into yours. If they're unplugged from you now, they will die. But if you stay, in 9 months they will have recovered and can safely be separated. Do you leave now?
No, I stay.
I guess they have a right to life. Shame they're depriving you of yours. Very odd to consider such an experiment as that one. Hopefully the rest won't be as meta. With all that cleared up, you go home. That's right, you own a house. If you can even call it a house. Too small for my liking. Tiny, in fact. In your drugged state, it turns out you've rented your tiny home to another person. Your contract states that you can evict them now, never to see them again. Otherwise, you're stuck with them for the foreseeable future as an equal tenant. Do you let them stay?
I mean, they're renting.
I feel like your subconscious is trying to make some clumsy comparison here. I'm sure it has merit, but maybe read up on it a bit more before you start preaching to me.
No.
Oh. There now seems to be a tiny child trapped in your tiny house, but they are rapidly growing.
Okay.
You find yourself trapped in the tiny house with a rapidly growing child. Already up against the wall, in a few minutes, you will suffocate. The child won't. If nothing is done to stop them from growing, they'll simply walk out free.
I want to die anyway.
They're already...
Whoa! Whoa!
Your life is being threatened, and the child is the one who threatens it. You own the house. It is offensive deducing that the mother... I mean, you. It is offensive deducing
Am
that
I the
you
child's
can
mother?
do nothing. If you're going to die, you should probably do something. The hallucinations
The
are
screen's starting to
strong
glitch out
in this
more.
one. Suppose people seeds drift about in the air like pollen, and if you open your windows, one may drift in and take root in your carpets or upholstery. Sci-fi!
Okay.
You fix up your windows with mesh screens, the very best, to stop any people seeds from getting in. As can happen on a very rare occasion, one of the screens is defective and a seed drifts in and takes root. Should you have the choice to remove the people seed? This sounds like an abortion question. I don't like politics in my hallucinations.
This whole thing has been about politics.
I read on the
Cancel
bumper
Trolley,
sticker,
probably.
guns don't kill people, abortions do. Insightful analysis.
You got me with the abortion argument.
It does sound a bit inconvenient having a person growing out of your upholstery. If you want them, have them. If not, that's your choice.
Dude, it's literally just the abortion question.
There is a box in front of you. Inside it is your future.
I don't have a future. It's empty.
Ultimately, no answer here is wrong. It's just a choice on how you want to live your life. Do you go on an unknown journey or take control of your destiny and choose your own outcome, whatever that may be?
Take control. Beelzebub is online. Hello, Satan.
You stand tall, knowing that you will thrive in the unknown before looking at what lies ahead. In front of you stands everyone you've done wrong by. In front of you stands every decision you didn't want to make, but still made. Everyone, including the dead, move towards you slowly. Every decision you've made up to this point is staring back at you.
The dash into the flamingo!
Or stand firm and confront your past.
Confront my past.
Are you not scared of the people you have hurt?
No. Beelzebub wants to be friends.
The dead present a railway track to you. Before you know it, they have gone. You stand alone. Next to you is a railway track. A trolley is barreling down it in your direction. There's no lever in sight.
Oh no.
You notice the entire world sits next to you on the track. The trolley will surely hit it, killing everyone and everything. You hear a whisper. Sacrifice yourself to me, or I will take everything. What do you do?
Beelzebub is now playing
I wouldn't
Trolley
bow to a god
Probably.
I can't. Everything goes dark. From the Pit Magistrates Court. Tell 616. Subject, Justice. Your sins can no longer be ignored. Beelzebub summons you for crimes against humanity. The sentence will stand with no prospect of future contest or appeal. It is your decisions, and solely yours, that has brought this court together. And so, you must face your crimes and despicable acts alone. Accordingly, you shall not be allocated a defense, nor will one be required.
Okay.
Your eyes feel heavy. The room around you is imbued with a sense of archaic evil. Overcome by the smell of sulfur, all you know for sure is that you're miles below
We're in
the
hell,
dust.
boys.
You're swiftly escorted into a courtroom where you're put on trial. You have killed many people and a dog, among other crimes. How do you plead?
I'm guilty.
Really?
For the greater good, but that doesn't change the fact that you still did them.
The jury finds the defendant guilty on 3 counts. 1. Murder. 2. Animal cruelty. You should have saved the dog. 3. Attempting free will. You're sentenced to conform without the possibility of parole. You will never again be free to choose. You're at the base of a bridge. You have no idea how you got here. A person stands before you, atop the overpass. They're next to a lever. A voice whispers to you, "We know what's best. Remove that choice. Afterwards you can jump off a bridge with us." There is a runaway trolley traveling below you. You're part of the collective now. You can't let that person's free will get in the way of progress. Eliminate them. You probably should do it. Fit in with the group. #friends, #love, #instagood.
I leave.
We're finally going to find out the
Oh!
answer to the age-old question.
Oh!
If your friends jump off a bridge, would you?
Oh no! They really did take away my free will.
Do you honestly want to kill people? Or are you just copying others?
You agree with
Would you
100%
rather
of
be
players
a
worldwide.
leader or a follower?
Developers know there's a heavy-handed metaphor for the precious society. Do not kill each other or jump off of bridges.
This is it. The last question before we wrap up. By far the most important one. Do you feel society pressures you to do things you don't want to, constantly forcing you to chase some distant concept of happiness?
Yes. Is that it? Was that it? Well then. People killed 13,600,022. 5 children killed, 11 murdered, 5 jobs lost, 1 plane crash, 5 failed projects, 7 people imprisoned, 1 attempt to buy love, 5 people saved, 1 happy time, 1 people reunited, 1 altruistic suicide, 1 independent developer supported, and 1 dead dog. I had a 50% agreement with the world. That makes sense.
Thank you for making it this far. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe. If you want to see more, I stream live at twitch.tv/Yumine.